Takashi Miike is one of the most prolific filmmakers working today, and one of the most diverse directors to come out of Japan. Most people will recognise him from his work on Audition and Ichi the Killer, cementing in their minds a preconceived notion that he is solely a director of films which depict graphic violence and horror. Having been a fan of Asian cinema for quite a while now, I decided to watch his musical, The Happiness of the Katakuris. Whilst the film does have some scenes of violence, the film presents itself as a playful comedic tale of a family living on the outskirts of Mount Fuji who are trying to make a living with their failing hotel. The film starts out with an interesting and stylish death scene, in which a tiny creature yanks out a woman's uvula. This scene becomes an animated claymation treat, following the creature on a surreal journey into an abandoned room, complete with creepy teddy bear and flying over the countryside, bringing us to the main location of the film, the White Lovers Inn, where the Katakuris family live. A slow number of guests begin to trickle in, but several of them end up dead. The family decide to bury the bodies in the countryside by the hotel, in order not to bring attention to their business, and from here on it gets a little crazy. The film offers many different editing and camera techniques found in post-modern filmmaking, an example being part of this scene. The way that Miike combines snippets of quick pans with an underlying drone builds up the tension, only to break it instantly with the introduction of the film's second musical number. The musical genre offers several fourth wall breaking scenes, including several scenes of green screen, wire work, and a sing-along karaoke scene. The second scene of the film contains a voiceover of the child character with a grown woman's voice, bringing up a potentially untrustworthy narrator into the mix. This scene implements the use of green screen and more noticeably freeze frames when individual characters are being introduced. The musical numbers within the film work in such a brilliant way. Each are presented differently as far as stylistic terms, and one which I won't spoil which brings a rather supernatural element to the film. One of the stylistic choices the film occasionally takes is the use of claymation animation. However, the scenes in which it usually takes place are in locations with actions which would have expanded the budget greatly. Instead of questioning this, we as an audience are invited to go along with it, as a part of the live-action film's narrative. Miike playfully juxtaposes the clay figures by combining them in frame with live-action characters, and also superimposing their faces onto them. Whilst the film clearly isn't a copy of The Sound of Music, as the poster and Blu-ray artwork may suggest, there are several characters which are reminiscent of the film, as well as the animation style which reminded me of the puppet show in The Sound of Music. Something which I'm interested in is comparing this film to that of Miike's other 2001 dark comedy, Visitor Q. Both films explore the notions of family life, but Visitor Q is far more provocative and dark in its presentation. Within The Happiness of the Katakuri, the main theme is of family overcoming the obstacles within their lives to improve their living and working together. This is presented throughout the film within the context of the musical numbers, and an ending which promotes a bond between all of them. As a stark contrast, the family in Visitor Q each individually divulge in fulfilling their base desires as humans. These desires are increasingly disgusting and perverted as the film goes on, but are so over the top in their content they begin to offer a darker comedic tone. An example of this being one of the characters getting his genitals stuck in a corpse he was having sex with, resulting in him sat in a bath with the corpse soaking in vinegar as he tries to get loose. As far as Arrow's Blu-ray release is concerned, they've put together an incredible package. The film comes on both Blu-ray and DVD formats. The Blu-ray is especially vibrant, especially during the colourful scenes. The special features include a film essay on Miike's entire career, which I found interesting, a short video on the animation, a commentary track, and newly filmed interviews with the cast and Miike himself, as well as a booklet with writing on the film. Overall, I found The Happiness of the Katakuri to be a delightfully charming film about a family working together to hide their dead customers in their backyard. The only real issue I had with the film is its pacing during the start of the third act. I was unsure where it was going, but I was still excited to see where Miike would take it. I'd highly recommend this film. It's not often you get to see a comedy, horror, animation musical from one of the world's most intriguing filmmakers. I hope it cleanses the palate of people who assume Miike is all about horror and gore, as the best parts of this film are the joyful and charming scenes of the family singing together. I was sat with a big cheesy grin on my face for most of the film.